Greeting students. Chapter number 14, Properties of Parallel Lines. Before moving to this chapter, let's understand what are parallel lines. So two lines are said to be parallel if they lie in the same plane and they do not intersect however far they are extended. Now you can see in this diagram line L and M. Line L and M are two parallel lines. Why so? You can see that they are lying on the same plane. As well, they are not getting intersected. If you extend these lines in either of the side, they will not get intersected. Therefore, line L and M are parallel lines. Now students, one key point is there that the distance between two parallel lines is the same everywhere, will be same everywhere. We need to understand that in between two parallel lines, the distance will be same everywhere. You can see two parallel line L and M. These two are parallel lines. Now see. PQ and P dash Q dash. PQ and P dash Q dash are the distance between line L and M. Now you can see that the PQ and P dash Q dash are equal. Therefore you can understand that the distance between two parallel lines will be same everywhere. Fine. Now transversal. What is a transversal line? A line which intersects two or more lines at a distinct point is called a transversal line. A line which intersects two or more lines at a distinct point is called a transversal line. Now students, see in this diagram, there are two parallel lines, line L and M. Now you can see line T is a transversal line. Okay. Angles formed when a transversal cut two parallel lines. First, let's discuss corresponding angles. Now students, what are the corresponding angles in the given diagram? You can see in this diagram, see, line L and M are parallel lines and T is a transversal line. Now students, see, angle 1 is correspondent to angle 5. Angle 2 is correspondent to angle 6. Angle 3 is correspondent to angle 7 and angle 4 is correspondent to angle 8. This property will work only when a transversal line cut two parallel lines. Now, alternate interior angles. Again in this diagram, you can see again this property will work only when a transversal cuts two parallel lines. So see in this diagram, alternate interior angles are angle 3 is the alternate interior of angle 5. Angle 4 is the alternate interior of angle 6. Right? Now alternate exterior angle. So the alternate exterior angles are angle 2 is the alternate exterior of angle 8. Angle 1 is the alternate exterior of angle 7. Now consecutive interior angle, it is also known as co-interior angle. So you can see angle 3. Angle 3 is co-interior of angle 6 and angle 4 is co-interior of angle 5. Now let's see some practical problems. See students, in example 1, in the given figure, L is parallel to M and T is a transversal such that angle 1 is equals to 135. Find the measure of each one of the angle. Now students, see, we are having only angle 1 as 135 degree. Now students, By the help of few properties, we will find the rest of the angles. Now students, see, in this figure, can we say that angle 1 and angle 3 are equal because of vertical opposite angles, right? As well as angle 2 and angle 4 will be equal because of vertical opposite. Similarly, 5 and 7 will be equal because of vertical opposite, and 6 and 8 will be equal because of vertical opposite angle, right? But students, now by this property we will find only angle 3, right? So how we will find angle 2? Now students, as we know the property of linear pair, that on a straight line the sum of two angle is 180. Now students, see, can we say angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree because of linear pair? So let's start the solution. Now students, see, as we have been provided angle 1 is equals to 135. So we have already discussed that angle 1 and angle 3 are equal because of vertical opposite. So angle 1 is 135, therefore angle 3 will also be 135, right? Similarly students, we have discussed the property of alternate interior angle. Therefore we can say angle 3 is equals to angle 5 because of alternate interior angle. Therefore angle 5 will be 135. So students, by this we find angle 1 is already given, so we found angle 3 and angle 5. Okay, for the rest of the angles, see, we had discussed that angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degree because of linear pair. So angle 1 is 135, it is already given in the question. So angle 1 is 135. Therefore angle 2 will be 180 minus 135. Hence angle 2 will be 45, right? Now see students, you can also say that angle 3 plus angle 4 is also equals to 180 degree because of linear pair. And we already found that angle 3 is equals to 135. So students, angle 3 plus angle 4 is equals to 180 degree. That means 135 plus angle 4 is equals to 180 degree. Now angle 4 is equals to 180 minus 135. Therefore angle 4 is equals to 45 degree. Okay. Now see, we can say that angle 5 plus angle 6 is equals to 180 degree because of linear pair. So the value of angle 5 is 135 that we had find. Now see, 135 plus angle 6 is equals to 180 degree. Hence angle 6 will be 45 degree. Now students, the angle which is left is 7 and 8. And see, 7 is equals to 5 because of vertical opposite. Therefore angle 7 will be yes, 135 degree. Now students, although you can find angle 8 as angle 7 plus 8 is equals to 180 degree because of linear pair, as well as you can also say that angle 6 is equals to angle 8 because of vertical opposite. So by this property also angle 8 will be 45 degree. So see, this is how we find all the angles by only having one angle with us. Now let's move to next problem. In the adjoining figure, it is given that angle A is equals to 60 degree. CE is parallel to BA. Now students, CE is parallel to BA and angle A is 60 degree, right? and ECD. ECD. So students, you can see ECD, angle C here. ECD is 65 degree. Find ACB. Now ACB, we have to find angle C. Angle C inside the triangle ABC. We have to find the C. Now students, see, in the question it is already given that AB is parallel to CE, right? Therefore we can say that AC is a transversal line of these parallel lines, right? So AC is a transversal line. Therefore students, we can say that ACE, this C I am talking about, right? This C, ACE is equals to BAC. ACA is equals to BAC. That means this angle A is equals to this angle C. Why? Because of alternate angle, right? We had already discussed about alternate angles. So ACE will be 60 degree, right? So ACE is 60 degree now. Now students, we already know that on a straight line the sum of all the angles will be 180 degree. Therefore we can say that 65 plus 60 plus this angle C is equals to 180 degree, right? Now see, according to the presentation, we can say that angle ACD, I am talking about ACD, ACD that covers the 60 as well as 65. So ACD is equals to, we can say 60 plus 65, that is 125. Now we have to find angle C inside the triangle ABC. Therefore students, we can use the linear pair property. That means 180 minus 125. So ACB is equals to 180 minus angle ACD. That means 180 minus 125. Therefore angle ACB is equals to 55. Now students, see, in this problem it is given that in the adjoining figure AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD. Angle BAO is 108 degree and angle OCD is angle 120 degree. Now find angle AOC. We have to find angle AOC, this O, right? So to find AOC, we have to draw a parallel line to AB as well as CD. So students, we will draw a parallel line EF to AB as well as CD, right? Now students, as EF is parallel to AB, therefore AO is a transversal line. So students, see, now we can say that angle OAB plus angle AOF is equals to 180 degree. Why so? Because these two angles are co-interior angle and the sum of co-interior angles is 180 degree. Now students, therefore we can say that angle OAB plus angle AOF is equals to 180 degree. Therefore put the value of OAB, that is 108 degree. So 108 plus AOF is equals to 180 degree. Now students, angle AOF will be, of course, 180 minus 108. That means angle AOF is equals to 72 degree. So students, here angle AOF is equals to 72 degree, right? Now again with the same property, you can say that students that EF is parallel to CD, therefore OC is a transversal line. Hence we can say that angle COF plus angle OCD is equals to 180 degree. Why so again? Again because of co-interior angle, the sum of co-interior angle is 180 degree. So students, we can say that angle COF plus OCD is equal to 180 degree. Now put the value of OCD as 120 degree. Now angle COF will be 180 minus 120, that means 60 degree. Therefore students, angle COF is 60 degree now. Now students, what was the question asking? It was saying that you have to find angle AOC. Now AOC what? Angle AOF plus angle COF. So angle O is 72 plus 60 degree. Now angle AOC is equals to angle AOF plus angle COF. That means 72 degree plus 60 degree. Hence angle AOC is equals to 132 degree. Students, let's discuss some question. Check whether are we able to solve some question. So see, in the given figure, L is parallel to M. See in this diagram, line L and M is a parallel line and T is a transversal. So you can see here that T is a transversal line of L and M. If angle 5 is equals to 670 degree, find the measure of each of the angle. We have to find angle 1, angle 3, angle 4 and angle 8. So see, angle 5 is equals to 70 degree. So students, now just focus on this diagram. In the question, it is already given that angle 5 is equals to 70 degree. And we have to find angle 1, angle 4, angle 3 and angle 8. Now see, students, we had already discussed the properties that angle 5 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degree because of linear pair. So students, angle 5 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degree. Now the value of angle 5 is 70 degree. Therefore 180 minus 70 degree, that means angle 8 will be 110 degree. Now students, we had discussed the corresponding property. So angle 4 is equals to angle 8 because of corresponding property. Therefore angle 4 will also be 110 degree. Now because of alternate interior angle, angle 5 is equals to angle 3. Therefore angle 3 is equals to 70 degree, right? And due to vertical opposite, angle 1 will be 70 degree, right? Students, let's discuss the question number 4. In the given figure, L is parallel to M. If S and T be transversal such that S is not parallel to T, find the value of X and Y. Now students, you can see the diagram L and M. These two lines are parallel lines. S and T, these two lines are transversal but they are not parallel. Now we have to find the value of X and Y. So students, this question can be solved by various methods, but listen, we had discussed that this angle and X are equal because of corresponding angle. So we can say that this is also X, right? Because of corresponding, it is also X. Now students, we discuss the property of linear pair. Now we can say 50 plus X is equals to 180 degree. Therefore 180 minus 50, so the value of X will be 130. Now students, if this is y degree, this will also be y degree. If this is y degree, this will also be y degree. Again, because of the corresponding angle. Now see, y plus 65 is equals to 180 degree, right? So y is equals to 180 minus 65. Yes, so the y will be 115 degree. Now let's discuss the last word problem, 13th. In the given figure, you can see the figure, right? So in the given figure, AB parallels to DC, and AD parallels to BC, and AC is diagonal here. If angle BAC, so this angle A is equals to 35 degree, and angle CAD, so CAD, that means this angle A is equals to 40 degree. Now we have to find angle ACB as X and ACD as Y. We have to find X and Y. Now students, we had already discussed that these two lines are parallel lines, right? These two lines are parallel line and AC is diagonal. We can say that AC is a transversal line, right? We discussed the property of transversal line. So students, now see, you can relate that DC and AB is a parallel line, AC is a transversal. So we can say that angle X is equals to this angle. Why so? We had discussed about alternate angles. So due to alternate angle X, that means X will be 40 degree, and again because of alternate angle Y will be 35 degree. So X is equals to 40 degree, right? And Y is equals to 35 degree. Isn't this easy? So students, on the basis of